Hello and welcome back to another episode of the Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion. God, they're so noisy. Oblivion on Nyxus Gaming. I am back. We're going to do more DLC today. Last episode we did Frostcrag Spire and we repaired the orrery. In between, of course, I've done potions. I actually haven't done any potions because we don't have any ingredients except for a single piece of rat meat, which is a great feeling, honestly. But I did repair my armor, and I stored like all the other unique stuff in the waterfront house, of course. So now I'm just going through and I'm selling all this, and then after that, today we're gonna get the other two DLC housings in the game, which are Dunbarrow Cove. Yes, I can speak. Dunbarrow Cove and Deep Scorn Hollow, I believe. I think that's the other one. We're gonna do the cove first because pirates are there and I like pirates. Who doesn't like pirates, am I right? Alright, we got a lot of potions, that's for sure. Buying all this house stuff has barely put a dent in our gold here. If anything, we might dip below 200,000, which, sure, it's something. All these restore fatigue potions. We got 19 of them stacked here at the bottom. Alright, get those. We got a lot of strong potions of healing as well. How many of these can we sell at a time? Like 18, right? Oh no, definitely not 18. It's like 12 maybe? Yeah, it's 12. There we go. Let's do 12 more. Another 12, and then 6 for the last one. On to the next potions. Shouldn't be too many more. We're in the weak potions, almost through the alphabetical order. Oh, don't want to sell those. There we go. And yeah, that's the rat meat. That's the only ingredient we have on us at the moment. We're gonna get rid of all this stuff, all the house stuff we can buy in. We have been buying, that's what I meant to say. We don't need it in our inventory just like all the other house stuff throughout the game. We can just get rid of it all. Very slowly. We can also start to get rid of some of this these DLC letters, like the note from Bothiel, Nilphys, taxidermy needs. We really don't need that. I think, what do we still need for the taxidermy? We need a troll, a Clanfear, and a Daedroth, I believe. So the troll, I'm sure we'll find eventually. Clanfear and Daedroth might need a special area for them, but I'm hoping we will. You know what? We will definitely find some of those while doing these DLC quests. Definitely. I know exactly where we'll find one. At least one of each. I think I got the wolf, so let's sell that. There we go. Okay. What's our carry weight at? 154. I've never seen it that low. Not since, like, the beginning of the game. Of course, I do remember we need to heal our disease before we really get started. So let's head into the Temple of the One.
Greetings to you.
Oh, hi there. Greetings to you. Kind of in my face. Alright, Blessings of Akatosh. That should've...
What's going on with you?
Should've... fixed us up. No, how come we have, like, a bunch of diseases still? What's going on here?
I ran across a couple of mud
Does the, statue of Akatosh not work for that? Okay. I guess we'll go to another temple for that. We're gonna go to Anvil. Go to the temple in Anvil. Actually, no we won't, because Anvil... that temple is a little special and I don't want to go there yet. Let's go to Skingrad, shall we? Alright, temple. Where did I fast travel? Oh, I know where I am. I'm right across the way from the temple. I don't know what you call this little dividing road here. I'm just gonna call it the way. That is the way. This is the way, my brother. Alright, infamous villains. I don't know what the rest of that loading screen said. I've already received my blessing this day. Blessing didn't do shit, my guy. I'm still diseased as hell. I need to wait 24 hours to pray at a real altar and get rid of this stuff? Apparently I do. I'm trying, guys. I am trying. It is a struggle today. A very big struggle. Come on, man. 5 more hours. 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Okay. Okay, afflictions are banished. It did not say that last time. Those don't look banished.
You look like you've swung a mace or two.
These aren't banished. What is going on here? Yeah, none of these are serpiginous dementia, yellow tick. Oh, I have the vampire disease too? How long have I had that? Chills, astral vapors? Oh boy. New plan. Let's go find the potion shop here. And I guess we'll just buy a potion of cure disease because for whatever reason, that is not working. It is not working at all. I don't think it's because of my infamy. Yeah, no, as long as your fame is bigger than your infamy, you can still do that. It's just, it's not working. So let's see what Hlalu can do for us.
Allow me to extend my congratulations on...
Well, thank you. I need a
You
potion.
never know when you might need a good, strong potion. Best to
Cure
stock up.
disease. So is it only going to cure one disease? Or is it going to cure all of them at once? It'd be really cool if it cured all of this stuff.
Take care.
Okay, I saw my carry capacity went back up, so it definitely... Okay, cool. It cured everything. Potions. For doing what the gods can't do. Am I right? Okay. Now, finally, we can get into today's episode. We're going to start with Dunbarrow Cove. Centuries ago, a great battle took place in Anvil Bay. In the battle, the legendary pirate Toradon ap Dougal, the captain of the infamous Black Flag, was defeated by the first Count of Anvil. Rumors have been circulating of a hidden underground cavern beneath Castle Anvil. If the rumors are to be believed, then the final resting place of Captain Dougal and his ship have been uncovered. I should investigate these rumors as soon as possible. It would appear that there is a cave that leads under Castle Anvil. The rumors indicate that Dunbarrow Cove may be located under the castle itself. I should head into the cave. So that is right, we are going directly under Castle Anvil for this. We are going to live under a castle. Isn't that fun? You can fast travel, it's going to put you inside the castle walls, you gotta leave.
Some potions.
I don't want to mix potions for you. But anyways, we'll just come around the back here. And it should be right down here. Right? Right? Oh, here. There we go. Smuggler's Cave. I'm pretty sure this is the right place. It's just a bunch of random, like, smuggler stuff around. The locked room, I think that's a skill book, but I'm pretty sure we have already read it. Yep. Alright, so if we go down this cave, That leads to the dining hall. The dining hall of Castle Anvil. We actually have to go through this cave, right? Because this leads to Dunbarrow Cove. I followed the rumors and found Dunbarrow Cove and the remains of the Black Flag. However, the caverns are overrun by the skeletons of the pirates who perished here. I'll have to put them all to rest before I can begin to refit the cove. So we gotta clear this place of its former pirate residents. That's the word. We got Red Saber skeletons. I guess the Red Sabers were the skeleton crew here. Got another one running up to me here. Luckily they are just skeletons, so they aren't too tough. This one is blocking an annoying amount of my attacks though. There we go. There we go. Okay. So let's go around the ship first, I guess. Come on, dude. Alright, that is skeleton number 3. I see 2 on the ship itself and 1 right here. Oh man, that skeleton just bodied me. Okay. That's 4. The other 2, I believe, are coming after me. Oh yeah, I see them over there. I guess I went to the dead end first. Figures, right? Hey, buddy. Oh, don't knock me off. Don't knock me off. That would be terrible. That's 1 down. Yeah, I can knock you off, though. Yeah, I can do that to you. You just can't do it to me. Okay, where did they come from? They came from down here, from the ship itself. And that leads to the Black Flag, where there are probably more. I do want to clear this guy out before I continue on. I think he's coming from this cave here, which is how you get up from the little pool down there that I knocked him in. Other than that, I don't think there's really anything useful in the pool of water, so I'm gonna skip it for now. Never mind, I'm gonna fall directly in and use this cave path I just told you about. Oh, there's actually like a little cell area in here. That's cool. I did not know that. Well, maybe it was good for me to fall down there. Alright. Let's hop over here. Is there anything here? That leads to the captain's quarters. Is there anything like in the Black Flag itself? There's gold nuggets. And not much else. I'm in the very bottom of the ship now. It's a pretty small ship, honestly. Not much to do in here. I'm sure this will all get much better after we upgrade the place, though. Let's head to the captain's quarters. Yeah, right over here. Oh, this is Captain Dougal. Why are they all just like knocking me on my ass today? There we go. Captain Dougal is dead. I've destroyed the last of the undead pirates and claimed Dunbarrow Cove as my own. The cavern and the hulk of the Black Flag are in terrible condition after hundreds of years underground. I should speak with Dahlia Rockham of the Clarabella. She will be able to assist me in hiring a crew to turn Dunbarrow Cove into a suitable base of operations. What sword did Dougal have? He had a fine steel cutlass, not great. There's his journal on the floor here. I guess I should read all of this, get you guys a story of it. 3E, 3rd Era, 286, or thereabouts. Sorry, let me get into character for this. Okay. Yarg, me mateys. I'm finding it unlikely that anyone will be finding this journal, but if they do, know that here be written the last words of the great Captain Toradon ap Dougal, Scourge of the Abyssinian Sea, Terror of the Gold Coast, Cutthroat of Hunding Bay, and Lord Captain of the Red Sabre, the finest band of buccaneers and pirates e'er to sail Tamriel. And I'm not going to do that anymore. That's going to be a lot of unnecessarily complicated voice acting for me today. I'm pretty tired. I ain't a man with much use for words. I ain't never been to no academies, and I ain't never wrote no books. Words ain't never earned me no gold, so they's worthless to me. And that's why ye have quartermasters and first mates. But I'm gonna be setting my last thoughts down here on paper, cause I ain't got much time left here, and it's every old man's right to have his words heard. Now, me business was fightin', sellin', and lootin'. I became a leader of sailin' men, the most feared in history, or so they tells me. Now, before ye be gettin' ahead of yourself, let me be warnin' ye that me tale does not end well, and I'm sure ye can see from whatever ye found me rotten bones in this God's cursed cavern. I was born in a little town on the north coast of Skyrim called Dunbarrow. Someone check that. Is that a town in Skyrim? Is that an actual town in Skyrim? Because I don't remember it in Skyrim. Someone check that for me. Me mother was a wench, and me father was a right bastard. The only thing that either of them ever did for me was doing me the favor of selling me off to a sea captain when I were 9. That captain, he taught me everything I'd ever need to know about sailing, and a few things about the rest too. You see, he were a smuggler, and he taught me all about smuggling and avoiding the Imperial Navy as he run the skooma route from Daggerfall to Vivek. Shame he were caught and hung. He were as close to a daddy as this old pirate ever knew. Closer'n that bastard that sold me off ever were. That's for sure. Alright, let's find part 2 on the floor here. After the captain were hung, I got around Hammerfell a lot, fell in with a few crews here and there, and after a time got myself hired on as midshipman on Captain Calidus's rig. Of course, Calidus was a drunkard, and the damn fool ran his own ship aground in Anvil afore we could any real piratin' done. So embarrassed were he that he drank himself to death in one of the pisshole taverns in this flat little seawater town. So there I were, in a backwater port when the war against the usurper broke out. I were out on hire with a rickety tub and her worthless rod of a captain when the Imperial Navy stole every pirate ship in port to go and fight their war. We was coming back in a dock when we heard about it. Now only a fool doesn't bite when he smells blood in the water, and that captain of ours was gonna hand his rudder over to the Navy. The rest of us, well, we didn't much like that. We cut his throat and tossed his worthless carcass to the depths of Hermasmora to feast on. The rest of us put keel to his mud hole and broke for the nearest cove to lay low for a while. Now the thing that I learned about war is that it's profitable for just about everyone except for the poor bastards that actually have to go and fight it. While the Navy were busy putting down the revolution, they were too busy to worry about a bunch of pirates running up and down the Gold Coast. And even better for us, the Navy was needing a stream of supplies up in High Rock to fight, and didn't have the ships to escort 'em. In case you don't be knowing, cargo vessels without escort is a pirate's best friend. In just a couple of years, I had every buccaneer from here to Valenwood flying under me flag. We had dozens of ships and crew, and more men joined on every day. Soldiers and sailors, cast-offs from the war, escaped prisoners, they were the best cutthroats and sons of whores that a pirate captain could ever wish for. Brings a tear to me eye to think of 'em all. But even better than the men were the ships. Captured navy cutters, refitted privateer galleons, Even had a few of them Bosmer ships with the funny living sails in my fleet. The finest ship I saved for myself, the Black Flag. You'll find her rotten hull around here. She don't look like much now, but I can tell you that in her day, there weren't no vessel she couldn't outrun. All these men and ships, we called ourselves the Red Saber. The merchant ships called us Death on the Seas. We gots to be so feared that most crews just abandoned ship when they seen our flag on the horizon. With no navy to stop us, Captain Toradon ap Dougal and the Red Saber was known all over the east. Now, I ain't one to brag, but the Empire had a bounty on me of 40,000 coins. Okay, I have more than that, chill dude. Now that's something to be proud of course. The poor bastards couldn't never collect on it. Anvil being the wretched den that it is, and most sailors there worked for me anyhow, the Legion couldn't never get no one to give me up. I wish those days could have lasted forever. But you know how it is, friend. Ain't nothing good can ever last. So we got this ragtag pirate who basically led a mutiny against his captain during a time of war where the Navy couldn't stop him, and he built this massive empire like a pirate lord of Cyrodiil, and obviously something bad happened to him. Let's read on for part 3, I think. No, that is not the final part. There are 4 parts. Part 3. I ain't got much time left. Sure, we had plenty of food down here. It lasted for years, but all this time in the wet and the dark, I got something nasty growing in me. What a terrible way to die. Not on the end of an enemy's cutlass, but because of some damn sickness. No seafaring man should die like this. At least I can still hear the water. But I was telling the story of how I got mine, weren't I? I curse the day that the Cameron usurper died at that war ended. 'Cause it was that day that Commodore Faisal Umbranox turned his attention to the Red Saber. A couple of months after the war, that fat, pompous bastard decided to come down here to Anvil and take up port in my town. Looking to break up the Red Saber, the Emperor gave him whatever he asked for to campaign against us, despite the coffers being empty from the war in High Rock. When Umbranox couldn't get what he needed from my men in Anvil, he set out looking all over the Abyssinian Sea for the Black Flag. There are hundreds of islands in the Abyssinian, and he landed a crew on each one. He rooted out my men when he could find them, hung those who weren't willing to go peacefully, and jailed those who laid down arms. No matter for how many ships and men it cost him, he kept coming with more and more. We couldn't never get ahead of him, and we couldn't never mount a counterattack. It took him 4 years and a hell of a lot of ships, but that sea rat finally tracked me down. It were me own fault anyway. If I never made the mistake I made, he'd have died before he found me. But a man has to stand up for his mistakes, no matter if it cost him. Besides, ain't like I'll be fooling you, since you're likely staring at me bones as you're reading this. Umbranox had his main force out of port following a lead that I planted. I set sail back to Anvil, hoping to catch him off guard. Capture the boats he left behind and fight him with his own ships in Anvil Bay. Ha! Can you imagine the look on his pig's face if it have worked? I thought I'd finally get the whoreson to show his face in a proper fight. I should have known, but he had men waiting there for me. We fought like hell, but we were trapped in the bay. The Navy men set the town on fire to keep us from fleeing onto land. I'm sure that the fine citizens of Cyrodiil didn't weep for the torching of a town of thieves. The main force of Imperial dogs held us until Umbranox showed up in his flagship. Umbranox fought me to the last ship, and in the end, the bay was filled with sunken and burning boats. If I weren't fighting for me life, I'd have probably thought it were beautiful. Lo, the Black Flag and Umbranox's rickety tub were the only ones that were still floating and fighting down when dawn came. Lo, I did what any... Is that low or so? I don't know. I did what any pirate with sense would do. I tried to run. Now understand, I'm a right bastard in me own way. I'm a pirate, a murderer, a thief, and I certainly ain't never believed in a fair fight. But there's a line and an unspoken code between selling men, and Umbranox went too far. He had mages on his ship. Mages ain't never been allowed on my boats. They're no good, bad luck, and I don't trust them. Turns out, I was right. I cut across the south side of the bay along the huge cliff wall that used to be there. I had me helmsman stay as close as he could to the cursed cliff. I could hear those mages from the deck of Umbranox's ship yelling some nonsense into the wind. A few rocks fell onto my deck. A few more, and then the whole bloody cliff came crashing down on top of me. Now don't you worry, I didn't die just then. The cliff collapsed around the ship, making this damned cavern. Better than it just fell on us, but no. It sealed the Black Flag, her crew, and me under tons of rock. We were buggered. An exciting tale of this pirate lord's battle with the Imperial Navy after the war ended. We get to see the conclusion now, part 4. I seen my own blood more times than I could cold ever count. But seeing the ragged mess that just come up out of me lungs just now is the only time I ever been afraid of it. I guess I should be getting to the last bit of me story. Me and me crew were trapped down here, never to see the light again or some rot. We tried digging out, we tried blasting out, we tried calling to the Nines and the Daedric Princes for help. Nothing worked. Some of the men went crazy when we figured out that there were no getting out, but most of us just accepted what fate had dealt us. We made the hulk of the Black Flag into the best home that we could, and tried making a life of it down here. We had plenty of stores with us since most of the crew were killed in the fight. It was more than enough to go around. I will tell you though, that you ain't known suffering until you ate nothing but hard rations for 20-some years. All the pain I ever caused anyone has been paid back to me tenfold in having to eat the same filth every day for the whole time I've been down here. Then Grim died off. Grim was the first, and one by one the boys had been dropping off. They all got the same sickness I ended up with. We buried them when we could, threw them in the water when we didn't have strength to bury them. Finally, we just made them walk to the far side of the cavern a couple of days before the sickness ran its course. I'm the last, and I suppose that makes sense. The great Captain Dougal, defeated by Facile Umbranox and buried alive forever. I wonder what became of Anvil. Probably let it burn and swept the ashes into the sea. Umbranox probably went back to the Imperial City to pat himself on the back and be rewarded with lands and titles. Like I said way back in the beginning, I don't expect nobody to ever read this, but if by chance someone does find my carcass down here in this pit, do an old seaman a favor. Track down whatever descendants that fat old sack Umbranox may have, and tell him that Toradon ap Dougal says hello. And that is the tale of Captain Jack Sparrow. Toradon ap Dougal and his rise to pirate fame and his subsequent fall and life down in Dunbarrow Cove. So he mentioned the name Umbranox quite a bit because that was Facile Umbranox that defeated him.
Hello.
And if I'm remembering this right, well, what's the name of the Countess of Anvil? I'm 99% sure it's Umbranox. Which, man, that's I guess Dougal was right. How oh yeah, Umbranox. Corvus Umbranox.
You've got a real
Good day.
Can we say anything to him? No? Can we say anything to her?
a pleasure.
No.
Goodbye.
So yeah, Facile Umbranox defeated Dougal, went back and he did get his lands and his titles and his deeds, and I guess he became the Count of Anvil. And his family still rules over Anvil to this day. What a story, am I right? So in order to get the upgrades to this this cove, we need to go to the Clarabellum, which is one of the ships out here in the actual docks area. Looks like it's this ship. Yeah, Sea-Tub Clarabella.
Hello.
Here we go, Dahlia Rockham.
A pleasure to speak with you.
Oh yeah, Dunbarrow Cove upgrades.
Let's do business.
So most of these that you buy here are gonna be more Thieves Guild inspired. So we can hire a fence.
Pleasure doing business with you.
We can look for a Fletcher. Fletchers make arrows for archery, which thieves would use a lot. Bows, you know.
Pleasure doing business with you.
We can upgrade the quarters.
Pleasure doing.
We can get a security expert
Pleasure doing.
who can train us in security, but that also comes with like a little security training chest. Basically, it's a hard lock, and every time you unlock it, it relocks. So you can just continually upgrade your security through training on that. There's a Spy Master,
Pleasure doing.
who I think trains you in sneak. And there's a Supplier, who's like just a basic shop, I
Pleasure
believe.
doing.
And that's everything,
Farewell.
right? Yep. I've completely upgraded Dunbarrow Cove and hired on a full-on crew. Oh, we got Scurvy John Hoff, he's joined. Pirate Yinzer has joined. And I think there was one other that I missed. Basically, as you hire these people, you get 3 bonus pirates in your crew. And I missed the first one. But basically, once a week, the pirates will provide me with my share of their plunder. But I need to speak with one of them to send them on a mission, and they'll return in 1 week with my share of the loot. So that's another way to get your weekly dues in this game. Just by, why is it way over here? Just by filling out Dunbarrow Cove. I don't like that the fast travel point is on this side of the river. But let's go on in and see what kind of upgrades we got in here. How it looks now. This part here, the Smuggler's Cove, isn't going to look much different. I do want to point out though that this little first area I almost went into here, the dining hall, that is actually in Castle Anvil, so that's like a direct link to Castle Anvil. Because why not, right? Why not? Now let's see the redone cove. It's all lit up now. Got a bonfire over here. This is Tom Blackwell.
I hope I can help.
What are you?
May I interest you in some of my fine wares?
What are you?
There's much I can show you.
You're the security guy.
Goodbye.
And this is the chest, the hard chest. You unlock it and it just relocks, so you can continually just unlock it and upgrade your skill if you want. But of course, where'd my cursor go? There it is. I don't need it. I got the skeleton key, so we'll pass on it. Over here, we got Coven Kren,
A pleasure to speak with you.
who
There's much I can show you.
looks to be the Spy Master.
I offer the finest goods and lowest price.
That's what he sells.
Good day.
We come this way.
Greetings, Imperial.
I think this is the
I
Fletcher.
hope I can help. Knowledge is power.
Yeah, marksman.
Can I
Arrows.
interest you in some of my wares?
You're definitely the Fletcher. Okay, Mellowin.
Good day.
There's no one by the bonfire. I don't think there's gonna be anything in the water for us. But we can go
How do
in
you do?
here. Who's this guy?
Hail.
Oh, that's Scurvy John
Good
Hoff.
day.
Why don't you head out and plunder,
Of
John
course.
Hoff? Okay, he'll be back in a week. With, stuff. Over here we got Kafiz and
comfortable in heavy armor.
his pet Bacon.
Well met.
Who are you?
Let's do business.
I'm guessing you're you're probably the
show you some new
fence. I'm thinking this guy's the fence because he sells like 100 lockpicks. Okay. Let's head towards the private quarters now. Or no, let's actually head to the main ship here. See what they've done to the inside of the Black Flag. Oh, it's looking a lot better. We can grab a pear and a potato. This is obviously where the crew sleeps in the cove.
Hello.
We got Jack Silver. That was the third one.
You know, I saw your fight against the Great Prince.
Yeah, I don't care. Are you?
I can show you some new things.
You train in speech. I'm
Have
pretty
a look
sure
at my wares. I'm sure there's something to suit you.
he might be the supplier, or maybe he's the fence and the other guy's
Take
the
care.
supplier. Oh, you got like lockpicks and all this, like merchandise set up. I'm thinking he's the supplier. I'm not sure though. And bottom floor, it looks like it's just a basic storage area. Alright, now we can go see the private quarters. If I can find my way out. Over here. And it definitely looks a lot nicer. They cleaned up the body of Captain Dougal. We got the Smuggler's key. All the journal pieces are still here. Lockpicks. We got the wanted poster for the Grey Fox. And I believe the Smuggler's key,
Yes.
if we take that back to the Smuggler's cave, I want to say that's going to open the door into the dining hall, right? It does. So we have our own entrance into the castle now. If I can figure out how to get in. Oh, wait, what? I saw it for a second. There we go. And of course, we aren't supposed to be here. But we're here anyway.
Oh, it's my pleasure.
But I'm not going to spend too much
Goodbye.
time in here, because like I said, I'm not supposed to be here. But that's going to be pretty much everything for Dunbarrow Cove. It feels like it's definitely a good bit of player housing, but I feel like they just wanted to shoehorn some lore into it. Because, you know, Battlehorn Castle had a good bit of lore infused into it, and it kind of had you play through to get that lore. Frostcrag Spire didn't have a whole lot of lore, just a little bit of like this guy that wanted his own mage house. But this one, they just kind of throw 4 journals at you, like, hey, if you want to know the lore, read it. If not, we don't care. But there's that. I know we're late into the episode, but I did want to get Deep Scorn Hollow as well. So according to a mysterious message that's been delivered to me, I've inherited an underground lair called Deep Scorn Hollow from a long-lost relative. It's situated at the southernmost point of Cyrodiil, south of Leowyn. I've marked its location on my map. At the next opportunity, I should make my way out there and inspect my new acquisition. We actually did discover it when we were looking for Nirnroot. It is at the far southern point of Leowyn, of course. And this one is going to be themed more towards the Dark Brotherhood, if that makes sense. We're going to dive underwater and head in through here. And you may be thinking, what kind of stuff is going to be in a Dark Brotherhood house? Well, there's a long-forgotten journal, and I should read it to learn more about this unusual structure. Going to loot the slaughterfish, take the flawed pearl, and we got Greywind's journal. I can acquire everything I need to restore the place from Rally Erdwolf at the Walnut Inn just outside the Imperial City. How long is this? 10 pages. Turdass, 18, Rain's Hand, 3rd Era, 421. Sithis speaks to me. He does not use words, but I can hear his voice. Echoes of darkness spring from his lips and tell me what I must do. The Dark Brotherhood must be purged of its clean-blooded vermin, and a new order must take the reins. The time is nigh for the vampire to claim his rightful place as the true hands of Sithis. I have secured the help of many of my kin, and soon we shall spread like a cold fog through the ranks and make the group our own. Soon, Sithis will give the sign. The time will be right, and the crimson scars will strike. Loridus, 27, Rain's Hand, 3rd Era, 421. We are betrayed that Kerr Silarian has made our true plans to the fingers, and we have been discovered. The Brotherhood struck as we slept, not even giving the Scars a chance to fight back. Using their silver weapons, they pierced the heart of many of my brothers. The screams I could hear as they turned to dust still echo within my mind. I was able to dispatch 2 of the purebloods that fell upon me, and before they could send more, I made good my escape. I must find a place to hide, to recover from this blow. I will make my way south to Deep Scorn Hollow, my old hideaway from when I was but a novice. There I will make my dark plans, and we shall see who Sithis truly favors. Turdass 21, 2nd Seed, 3rd Era, 421. It's been nearly a month, and yet none of my brethren has returned to the fold. What puzzles me is why I have not heard from my lord. Sithis hasn't spoken to me since that dark night. What have I done to displease him? I have slain many since then, and poured their lifeblood on his altar, but still he remains silent. As I ponder this, I turn my attentions to the lair. Deep Scorn Hollow will rise as the new headquarters of the Crimson Scars. But it must be prepared, so much to do. Loridus 1, Mid-Year, 3E, 421. The lair has improved much. I was fortunate to find Rally Erdwolf at the Wannet Inn outside of the Imperial City. Another Scar who had escaped the night of the slaughter. He now does his dark work acquiring the tools I need to bring Deep Scorn Hollow back to its former glory. I must remember him in the future should I ever need these items again. Midas, 17, Sun's Height, 3rd Era, 421. All along I was mistaken. All along I was the blight upon Sithis and his dark name. Tonight he spoke to me and I learned of his displeasure. Again I heard no words, but I knew the meaning. I was meant to take blood, to spill blood, but never to taste blood. My sanguine ways have offended my lord. I must cleanse myself of this filth. I must find a way. Turdass 30, Sun's Height, 3rd Era, 421. I have found it. My lord will be pleased. My answer lies with the Purge blood salts. Yes, I will bathe in these tonight and free myself from my old ways. Hail Sithis, Dark Ruler. Soon I will be your only true disciple. So I guess this was a member of the Dark Brotherhood who was a vampire that sought to overthrow the Brotherhood and make the entire faction his own. And the Brotherhood caught wind and they kind of killed this guy and all of his compatriots, we'll say. This goes to the Topo Bay. Oh, just on this little island area here, okay. But yeah, the Dark Brotherhood caught on and they killed this guy and all his co-conspirators. Except they didn't kill this guy, they almost did. He escaped, he came down here. And he learned that Sithis was like super displeased with him. Font of Renewal. Only a vampire carrying Purge blood salts may use the pool. Okay, well, how do I get out? There we go. But apparently Sithis didn't like that he was a vampire, so the guy decided to renew himself with the Purge blood salts and presumably that pool there. And I'm gathering that that probably killed him. So we're in the Bastion now. This place looks very wrecked, but it does definitely make me think, like, this is a Dark Brotherhood sanctuary type thing. Let's see, that's obviously going to be your bedroom when you're in here. And in the shrine, got some more cave stuff, and oh my goodness. Okay. The Icker Basin. The Icker of Sithis is required to activate the altar. We got Nightshade on the ground. We will take that. An unusual box with the Crimson Eviscerator. Hell yeah. And a bunch of skulls. Well, doesn't this place look fun? I want to say that when you get this place up and running and you get the Icker of the Sicker of Ithis, right? Yeah, that's totally it. You can use it there and it will turn you into a vampire. Now I think that's what it does. I'm not entirely sure though. We got victims loot chest. Okay. I think that pretty much does it for the area. Let's go ahead and make our way out, and we'll go and buy upgrades. Where was the way out? Was it through here? Up here? Yeah. Alright, before that mud crab catches wind of us, where are we going? The Walnut Inn. Okay. Hopefully they're still wide awake, even though it's nighttime. Assuming they were one of these red scars or whatever.
Yeah, you. Come here. I got what you need.
What do you need, champion?
This guy says he's got what I need.
Hey, you. Yeah, you. Come here. I got what you need.
But you're walking away from me.
You need something special? Check out my wares. You won't find this stuff at your local general store, that's for damn sure.
What's wrong with your eyes, dude? You're not selling me anything. You're who I need to talk to. Is it because it's nighttime? Do you have to be like sitting over there because the game's stupid?
You need something.
Okay, now I can buy stuff.
Some of my wares?
Here we go. We got a bedroom area, a cattle cell, a dark minion, a dining area, a garden receipt, a storage area, and a study area. And don't forget your Icker of Sithis.
You bought that for a song.
I don't know if we get the Purge blood salts from him, but I've now purchased everything. You know what? I bet that stone in the pool was supposed to be like the Purge blood salts. I'm not sure. But as you can see, quick and easy, just buy everything. There's not a whole lot of lore to this one to read, but it is kind of interesting. Let's dive in and see what we added. Alright. So I'm guessing this is the garden area. Got a bunch of different alchemical ingredients here. This is definitely going to be the cattle cell. I'm pretty sure. Oh, here's where the dark minion sleeps. I'm sorry.
At your service, master.
Yeah. Murder in the name of Sithis.
Yes, master. Whatever you say.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess he's gonna go murder in the name of Sithis now. Oh my. So I don't know what exactly he's going to do right now. I'm assuming it's like a weekly thing. If I come back in a week, he'll have something for me? I don't know, though. I don't know. This is like the little storage area, I guess. Doesn't look like there's too useful stuff here. Like the wheat grains. There's a silver claymore. And very basic stuff. We'll leave it be. Moving on to the Cloister. Over here we got the pool again, but we aren't a vampire, so we can't use it. There are stairs here now, that's nice. Oh, Purge Blood Crystal Formation. That's where we get the Purge Blood Salts. Okay. Looks like they do have other alchemical effects, so we're going to take them purely for that. We might go ahead and try this, see how it works. But next up, there's just a random skull on the shelf. Oh yeah, this is the cattle area, definitely. Hey prisoner, I cannot wake the prisoner. I can take the prisoner's food so they starve. Yeah. Also, why isn't this gate locked? What kind of prisoner has an unlocked gate? What are they doing? Okay, moving on. This leads to the Bastion, which looks like it has a little dining area. Very nice. With a sweet roll. Love that. And a sweet cake. Okay, this looks like a little library area. We got some scrolls we can take. Fragment on Artaeum. Definitely read that before. Rizlov. That looks like a vampire book. That's cool. Take the pearl and this gold. I don't know what this is. And I don't want to invest the time into reading it. That's a skill book there for your marksman skill. Okay. So that's like a little library area. Parchment, nothing on it. We'll save the shrine for last. This is the bedroom area, the living quarters, I guess. We got more storage in here. Got this little area with a Nern root. I'm not going to take it. I don't need it. The Minotaur horn. Daedroth teeth. We actually need that for Battlehorn. Would you look at that? Oh, and we don't get a bed. We get a sleeping coffin. Okay, yeah, you can tell it's very Dark Brotherhood and Vampire here. But we have the Icker of Sithis now. It's now active. Recant your honorable nature and you shall be rewarded. Okay, so I don't think I can actually do this. Because my fame is way higher than my infamy. I am too honorable to become a vampire this way, but I want to say you use that to become a vampire whenever you want. Instead of just getting the disease or doing the quest through the Dark Brotherhood, you can just do that. And then, if you ever decide you don't want to be a vampire, come over here and you use the I am not a vampire, see? Use the Purge blood salts on this, and you will no longer be a vampire. Fun stuff, but that's going to be everything here for Deep Scorn Hollow. Why don't we take our Daedroth teeth real quick over to Battlehorn Castle and get another thing over here. We get another trophy for bringing Daedroth teeth to this lady. What time is it? 11:23. We just passed the time for her to actually make this stuff, so we'll have to wait a bit.
What is it, Sarah?
Hey, make a trophy.
What can I...
Do the Daedroth teeth. I need a mountain lion thing too. Okay.
Ah, wonderful.
Okay, so like all of them, it'll be ready at 10 a.m. the next day. So let's wait 23 hours. Alright, and she's gonna head out. Sorry, I thought those were like alchemical ingredients, but they're just crumbled pieces of paper, apparently. She's gonna head out into the main room, and she's gonna put down the next trophy. Clan Fear, I don't know where this one's gonna go. I mean Daedroth. Oh, it's gonna go on this one. Right? Yeah. The Daedroth just goes front and center in the main entry hall. I like it. So we still need a mountain lion, which I'm guessing is going to go right here. Then we need the Clan Fear and the troll. See, I would put the Clan Fear here. No, the troll here, so it lines up with the ogre. But then I guess if it's over here, it's on the same side. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see where it goes. But I'm going to end it off here. We are done with most of the one-off DLC. You see our quest list is quite small now. We've gotten all the housing. But next episode, we're going to embark on a pretty long one-off quest. And we're going to unearth Mehrunes' Razor.
Fingers?
I'll see you then.
What have you been getting into?
Bye-bye.